you all for everything you have done to get us here. This is an amazing victory, and I'm so grateful to you and to the voters of the 6th District. I don't need to tell you that very few people outside this room thought that we could win. And I will never forget what you have done for me and what together we have accomplished. I just communicated with Congressman Tierney and thanked him for his years of service to this district. He has been a true advocate for progressive values and civil rights in Washington. And I also want to thank the others who ran, Marissa DeFranco, John Devine, and John Gouda. We need people to challenge the status quo. They were courageous to do so, and I'm proud to have shared this journey with them. Our win tonight says two things. First, that we are fed up with the gridlock in Washington. Seriously fed up. And second, that voters want to keep this seat blue. It's time for a new approach to end the gridlock in Congress. It's not enough to blame the Republicans for the lack of progress at a time when our country faces so many challenges. And it's cynical to think that we must accept it because it's impossible to work with the other side. I'm a progressive Democrat who opposed the war in Iraq, but I was also a Marine serving my country, so I went, led my platoon, and always ate last. Congress should have that same ethic. If the government is shut down, I will not accept my pay. And if we haven't passed a jobs bill, I won't support an increase in my own salary. Everyone in Congress has been called to public service. I have served my country, and I have learned a lot about service from the men and women who fought beside me in Iraq. But it was from talking with the late Reverend Peter Gomes while in college that I came to know the importance of public service in my life. I'm very mindful of him tonight as I stand here with you. I hope to live up to that ideal. Everyone in Washington should be judged by the voters on their ability to do the people's business. Today, the voters, you, have spoken loud and clear. This seat, the 6th District, will stay blue. In Congress, I will fight for women and for pay equity. I will fight for our seniors and for our veterans. And I will fight for equal rights for all. I will be a congressman you can be proud of. One dedicated to bringing good-paying jobs to the 6th, not just with my votes, but with my work ethic and my integrity. Paul Tsongas remade Lowell, I want to see a renaissance in Lynn. I will work to improve educational opportunities for all the residents of the 6th and for kids across the country. A child's education should not be judged by the zip code in which he or she was born. And so we turn to November and the general election. I look forward to contrasting our vision with that of Richard Tissaye's. We won't get fresh thinking and new leadership by sending someone to Washington who was first elected to office when I was 6 years old. Tomorrow we start the campaign to bring new leadership and real solutions to Washington, D.C. But tonight we celebrate.
So the Marine will run for the 6th Congressional, and Jonathan, it's interesting to hear him say, as a Democrat in Massachusetts, it's not enough to keep blaming Republicans in Congress. It'll be interesting to see, as the wave seems to be among political analysts, that Republicans might really take a lot of seats in November if he's going to tap into that.
And a political neophyte comes out and takes on John Tierney and beats him, a guy who's been around for a very long time. Let's bring on our John Keller. And John, I think a lot of people tomorrow will be talking about this one shaking their heads trying to explain this one, but clearly the voters explained everything.
Well, John Tierney was damaged when he ran 2 years ago against Richard Tassay, the scandal involving his family, the low esteem in which Congress is being held, his own personality, if you will, fed into that, and he was wobbly, and Seth Moulton took him out. And what you just saw was Moulton moving very aggressively and very smartly to try to take away any vestige of the outsider reformist mantle from Tassay, the Republican nominee, right out of the box here. He said that while he wants to keep the seat blue, it won't do to just blame Republicans for everything that's gone wrong. He made pledges to forego any salary increases or remuneration like that if things don't go well and if they can't pass a jobs bill. So Moulton is basically trying to play role reversal here, trying to take away the game plan that Tassay was going to run against him. That's going to be a heck of a race, however. Richard Tassay is a smart, savvy Paul. He knows what to do, and he's not going to go down easily, that's for sure.
Certainly just got very, very interesting in that race. John Keller, we appreciate your analysis. Thanks so much.